Get in the action, feel the attraction, color my hair, do what I dare. I wanna be free, yeah, to feel the way I feel. Man, I feel like a corned beef sandwich. Hello, welcome to Let's Drown Out. I'm Arty, this is Gabriel, and he's about to try to embarrass me.
Well, I know, I'm not going to try to embarrass him. I just suggested that the song he sang at the start was Thank Heaven for Little Girls.
No, because, of course, we remember the key word that drove today's choice was...
Woman.
Woman. And why don't you talk us through what you've picked for us that embodies this word?
Well, okay, I wound up on the path. And it's interesting, because you're telling me the game has quite a history and is well known. I never heard of it until yesterday.
It is a bit old now.
Well, yeah, okay. It wasn't my first choice. So the path that I took to the path was... Start out, I'm going to Google women-made indie games. I'm like, I'm going to take this fucking seriously. I'm going to find a game...
Why don't you pick as a lady and we can discuss this as events unfold? Because things are going to get pretty dull fast.
Okay, well, that Robin looks like a peach, so we'll...
you chose the youngest one there. I'm sure this will not backfire on us.
I'm hoping she has, like, the least... Because this looks like a game that's going to get bizarre.
It's an art game. Someone's built their paint pots because there's art all over the place.
Yeah, so basically I'm like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do something fucking positive, like, because positivity, I think, teaches better than negativity, so I was gonna go, yay, women, and I was gonna find a game made by girls, it was about girls and stuff like that. So I googled, like, some female indie games, I played a few, they weren't really, the problem was they were all kind of short, and I was looking for ones that were a little more specifically, like, single female creator, designer,
single
artist,
female
like
creator, having lots of sex.
Creative girls are good like that. And so I played Little Girl in Underland, which was made kind of for a competition. It was more of an interactive comic, but that was kind of fun. Then I played Blackwell Asylum, which was actually quite cool, and if it was like a full game, would have been really good.
It's part of a series, isn't it? Blackwell?
Is it? Possibly.
The Blackwell series?
I don't know, I just found Blackwell Asylum. Oh, okay, I'm a little red right up. Okay, no, I'm not doing anything yet.
Yes, the point is a sort of arty take on Red Riding Hood. Go to grandmother's house, stay on the
I was not expecting to steal, like, Chris Redfield from Resident Evil 4.
Controls are kind of dodgy.
Okay, is there a change? Walk? Nope.
There you go. Walk forward.
Oh, so mouse click would be walk forward too?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so they're going for weird. Alright, that's interesting. But yeah, Blackwell Asylum, let go to interact.
Yeah, just if you're next to something interactable, you will know. And you just let go of all controls to interact with it. It's weird that way. It's art!
You're abandoning your control over the character to let her control her world.
Pretty sure you can. Pretty sure you can sprint, though.
Oh.
Yep, there you go.
Well, they didn't bring that up, jerks.
So here's the game. The game is, you're in a forest, you're on a path that says, don't stray off the path and go to Grandma's house. What's your first instinct?
Wander around.
Well, quite. So when I first played the game, I just went, yes, Mum, and just walked straight down the path and went to Grandma's house.
Yeah, it's a crochet in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. Well, see, that's... I mean, look, if I look around, that doesn't look like traditionally explorable area to me. So I would... Like, my instinct as a game player is more, okay, just go forward and I'll hit a cutscene and then something will happen. But I mean, then, you know, we're playing an arty game, so...
It's a metaphor for life, I should imagine.
Possibly. But yeah, so then I was going to do that, and the Blackwell Asylum is actually a really interesting story that has like a lot of great women's history in it, including a investigative reporter going undercover as a lunatic in a female's asylum.
That's cool. It's almost a reference to Nellie Bly, isn't it?
Yeah. And
Pulitzer-winning journalist.
And that takes like some fucking courage, because...
No, she wasn't Pulitzer-winning, she worked for Joseph Pulitzer. I got that wrong.
She would have won one. She should have won one. I don't know, It's hard to say. But, so yeah, then I was gonna pick that, and then that fell through. And then I was like, alright, I tried, fuck this shit, I'm gonna do Desperate Housewives. Because I'm also obsessed with incredibly shitty adventure games, and God, the effort I went to try and play that, and that fell through, so I was like, alright, what was something else, I'll poke around Steam instead, and I just came across this, and I was like, that looks like it could be bizarre, and...
Did you happen to find it by searching the internet for women in indie games?
No, I just... it was mentioned on one of the lists of women in indie games things, and it had an interesting visual style, so I was like, alright.
You found Grandma's house. Yay! And now you're skipping. You're so excited to see it. You forgot your basket of goodies, you dumb bitch.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
Where was it? I didn't even see it.
No, you don't actually have one. I'm being facetious.
I thought there was like a basket sitting next to me when I started, and I was too busy dicking around.
Okay, now you're in Grandma's house. Nice ceiling fan she's got.
This looks fucking depressing.
As I recall, you just press any button and you just proceed in a linear path you have no control over. Off you go.
That's what I'm
Are you
doing.
feeling the art yet? Are you inspired?
I cannot see any... Oh, there we... I'm going upstairs. Oh, okay.
Yes. I don't remember Grandma's house looking like it was this big on the outside.
Welcome to David Lynch's Grandma house.
It's Grandma TARDIS.
Grandma's the doctor. According to this game and at least 1/8 of Tumblr.
Everyone's the fucking doctor to those people.
That was weird to me, because when I was a little kid, you didn't get to pretend to be the doctor. You got to pretend to be one of his companions. It's like if you're really into Star Trek and you're pretending to be the fucking Enterprise.
I guess the doctor is far too unknowable.
Yeah, that's the fucking point. Oi, you're not meant to be inside.
Hey! Creepy wolf.
Alright, what's gonna happen now?
Your little onion-headed girl is going to greet Grandma.
Maybe it's like, in Game of Thrones, and it's the direwolf that looks after her.
Oh yes, that's Brandon Stark in the bed.
Hey, Granny.
Why is this little girl presenting? Gosh, that was a horrible thought.
Well, you try to have a nice, positive conversation about women in gaming. And how they can create, like, interesting action and interesting... One of the games that I really wanted to do was, like, another... And it was billed as, like, this is a game by girls and stuff. And it was about a guy escaping a crazy girl that was in love with him. So I thought that was kind of funny.
You failed! You failed by following the instructions. Now it's getting sarky at you. Didn't you understand? You were supposed to treat it like art. You were supposed to be all arty and not stay on the path. That was the point. Didn't you even get that?
Ruby, I don't even know you, and I'm already incredibly sexually attracted to you.
You're so bad at art games.
Yeah, it's my, relentless pragmatism. I look at, like, bizarre art pieces and just go, alright, what does it do?
I think you can skip the intro. With
it
one
thinks
of the
otherwise.
I was testing it earlier and it let me skip it.
Wait, is it?
Yeah,
there we go. I want to say no.
Did you press? There you go.
Fucking Jesus!
It's art. Shut up. Why are you wearing a leg brace?
She had the polio.
You must have been beaten by a man.
Yeah, a dude called Polio.
Yeah, if you think me making that presenting joke was fucked up, you wait till the rest of the game unfolds.
I'm guessing it deals with adult themes.
Well, the reason why this game was controversial is that some people interpret it as depicting rape, but it is open to interpretation. Some people just see rape everywhere, don't they?
Well, here's the thing about interpretation, is the first thing you learn when you're doing any kind of lit crit is there is no right answer. You interpret and you make your argument, and that's what really annoys me about, like, nitwits who try to craft their interpretation as the singular against which everyone else is trying to argue around. That's not the case.
See, I was reading up on this. Apparently this is a fairly new wave in criticism, like 20th century onwards.
Oh, yeah. Death of the author. It was, oh god.
I mean, previously everything could only have one meaning, and you always thought like that was it.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's... And this is what I mean, like, in criticism, you are literally allowed to argue with the person who made the thing. So someone like Kurt Vonnegut could argue with you about the meaning of his books from Beyond the Grave, and you could go, fuck you, and he'd have to just sit there and eat it. Ooh, what's that about?
It's the mysterious girl in white.
Yeah.
I think she represents benevolence in this game. We want horrible things that want to kill us.
I'll go chasing some benevolence. I think that's her over there.
Run! Run!
Oh, I forgot there was even a run. Oh, look at a little skip.
Run on your polio leg.
Alright.
You startled them.
Wanna be friends?
Now remember, remove all hands from controls to interact. Well, something's happening. I think she's sniffing you. I think we found a feral child in the woods.
Imagine if that happened, like, what? Like... it just comes running up with a pack of dogs. Alright, are we playing? I don't...
Well, you keep moving, so...
No, well, I'm not touching anything, nothing's occurring.
Well, just forget her then. She's not what we're looking for.
No one told me that every wood nymph was autistic. That's
not a wood nymph, that's just someone who's escaped from prison.
Am I giggling or crying?
I don't know.
I think that's gonna be that's gonna be the takeaway of this game, is just, am I giggling or crying? I
think your character is French.
Oh, a balloon.
I choose to believe that.
Oh, it's like someone's balloon.
Okay, that means you have to be playing as that character to get a meaningful interaction with the balloon.
Oh, okay.
I guess you can
kind of... See, this is legitimately interesting to me. I'm having a poke about, and there's stuff, and I can think about it.
I've played through this whole game. I've played through all the characters and their routes that they take.
Alright.
And, I don't remember being thoroughly enlivened by the experience.
Well, I'm not, enlivened is not a term I'd use to describe this process, but engaged enough to be interested. Like, this is, I'm curious. I'm walking forward out of honest curiosity.
I just want to see where this is going.
Yeah. Oh, just take me on a journey, game.
You want to see the alleged rape. What's that, then?
Well, I prefer to avoid getting one of my characters raped.
Well, wouldn't we all?
Yeah.
Maybe you can't avoid it. Maybe that's the point. It's art. If you go out into the world, you'll immediately be molested by the entire forest.
Meet the forest dweller, Rapelstiltskin.
It's dark and horrible, and mean things want to hurt you all the time. This is why you should never leave the house, women.
All art should shock. Alright. I wonder if there's some other stuff around. When do I get the machine gun?
There's plenty of stuff. You just have to sort of blunder randomly through the forest until you find it.
Oh, okay.
I guess this game, the catchphrase for this game is, you'll know it when you find it.
Fair enough. Okay, so I found a weird little girl whose carer seems to be missing.
You found
a balloon.
What appears to be a tent. And a...
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're a delinquent girl.
Of course she's a street artist. That's why she turns me on, because I'm aroused by every female street artist I meet.
Well, all of them.
This is your basket. All memories collected in the forest are stored in your basket. Hold down space or...
Okay, we've created a memory in the forest. We're drawing a big knob. Oh, no, we're not. We're drawing a crying face because we're so deep, man. I think that's all you can do with it, really. I think you can stand next to it and she might say something about it. If you just not press anything. Or not. Nothing to add?
Well, I picked up the can again.
Don't want to put like some commentary on this great work you've created for us?
I don't know if I can do it again. Come on, let's bust out some more. Nope.
No, just had enough. I think you've expressed yourself as much as you're going to. Okay, well, I feel we've achieved something. It was art.
Yeah, some water.
It was art within art. Crazy.
Meta, just so meta. I feel pretty and meta and gay.
There's text appearing.
No, this is what I call nice weather. Okay, didn't even see that.
All we need is a bit of rain and some lightning. Oh, she's edgy.
Now I know what it is. I have had sex with this girl.
She wants to make you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain.
That's Look, girls, is that honestly attractive if guys do that? Because I've seen girls do that and it looks cute. But I'm willing to admit that that's possibly just my heterosexuality talking.
Well,
me flopping about naked in the rain, I cannot fathom why someone would be interested in that. So feel free to argue if... Because I am fascinated by what women find attractive in men. Like,
you fucking run to places? You're driving me mad.
I'm pushing the button and nothing's occurring!
Well, hold it down then.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
Well, I don't know. What are you doing? Yeah, I think you're doing it wrong, whatever you're doing.
Okay, holding X, A, B... Oh, fucking... You saw me! I was holding it for the past, 5 minutes.
I saw nothing. I think you're just a crap out.
Fucking dickbag.
Anyway...
Can't play art.
Until we come across some more art, let's talk about something.
Alrighty. So, I guess you got a lot of messages about it, not that you bothered to ever check them, but,
yes.
Apparently there was a teaser.
Yes, and, you made the case that it was impressive that they managed to hide the fact that it was Silent Hill until the end of the teaser, except that the only reason I heard about it is because it was Silent Hill. And every news post on the site knew it within nanoseconds of it coming out.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You don't play teasers, so there's no way that you'd have gotten the effect of this. But the fact that they actually did that at all, I think is, effort enough to deserve a degree of kudos.
Well, who would just download a playable teaser sight unseen?
Well,
Tossers, that's
it
who.
wasn't advertised as a teaser. It was like, here's a demo for a game. And
It was
people do
literally
that.
called PT, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For playable teaser.
Yeah, but they didn't know that until afterward.
Oh, whatevs.
Which I think in terms of marketing, that is a nifty little idea. I think
Well,
it was
it's all
rather-
marketing and all the enemy.
Um,
I said on Twitter, I'm happy with Silent Hill being over. I'm sick of them stirring the fucking pot. I want some new psych horror IP. I want some ideas, people.
Isn't like the thing that Silent Hill is though, like that is a very distinct genre, like almost like Metroidvanias. Like, isn't invariably so much made like that gonna be almost?
Oh, hang on. What have we found?
Oh,
I think we might have stumbled upon our rapist.
typical.
Or not. Yes, we found one. Yes, I remember this.
I don't know that guy.
Well, he's having fun with a body. Perhaps we should go and see how he's doing.
Oh, there's the little girl again.
Piss off, feral woman. We're gonna get laid tonight.
Direct.
Ugh, fucking pretentious girl.
I love the girl.
He's ready to get fresh. Go sit next to him. Let's make a friend. He looks a bit like Neil Patrick Harris.
You heard it here first. Neil Patrick Harris is a rapist.
Hey there, big stuff. I loved you in Doogie Howser. Oh, he's got fags. I think it's suddenly become a coming-of-age drama. No, wait, it's Don
It's
John Constantine, yeah. This is exactly the kind of shit he'd do as well. Hey.
I know this guy. I know this couple. This looks exactly like two friends of mine. You know one of them, but I'm not going to say his name.
Okay then. Give me a hint. Actually, don't bother. Tell me later.
This is exactly like to a T. I know this couple.
Yep, the camera's just
and
gonna
they
pull
do
away.
shit like this, and
Everything's gonna be fine, I'm sure, after the camera goes off this. Not that I'm giving anything away.
you're ruining it.
No, I'm not. I'm enhancing the experience with commentary.
You wouldn't think that rape could be ruined.
Imagine you're in an art gallery and there's a big painting and there's a little text box next to it. Would you accuse that of ruining the piece of art?
If I had an art gallery, I'd have like my paintings in there, my shitty, stupid, retarded paintings, and then the actual art would be I'd pay homeless people to stand in there and scream the explanations of the paintings.
But is it art?
Well, it doesn't matter. Oh.
Oh no, we've been used up and left in the dirt. So what's your take? Do you think that depicted rape? It's ambiguous, isn't it?
See, it's an easy one to play on I'm pushing the button game. I know what it says. It's an easy thing to play on, like I want to say probably. But at the same token, then I'm just buying into that whole thing that it's like, you know, secretly I'm just deep down a rapist about to explode.
Yes, of course you are. So I think this is more of a harsh lesson about adulthood sort of game than a women's issues game.
I get that feeling a little bit too, especially because the generational difference, you know, not the generation, but the age difference of the girls. I mean, does the little girl run into the rapist?
She runs into a rapist. Every girl has a different, well, basically they're wolves. They're referred to as the wolf. And every girl has a different wolf or rapist.
Well, I mean, that's kind of, that's pretty much what the original, I'm pushing B again.
No, the point is you can only walk slowly, it's hard.
Oh, okay.
Look how beaten and tormented you are. But yeah, Silent Hills, bleh. Why? You know, what's...
You heard it here first. Yahtzee is officially Jack of Silent Hill, so that's one of his joys winked out of the world.
Well, I like Silent Hill 2 and I like Silent Hill 4. But it seems like those two are in a vast minority to the good ones.
4 was The Room, wasn't it?
Yeah, we should play that one of these days.
Is it on PS3?
No, PS2.
Oh.
They didn't re-release it like the other ones because they didn't think it was that good.
I will download that for my emulator.
Fuck you. I like it better than Silent Hill 3.
So, okay, I mean...
Don't touch the mic. Sound picks up sound.
I bumped it, and I was trying to put it back to its original
And it will
position.
pick up the bump.
Yes,
Stop touching. You're like trying to take a stain off a wedding cake with a shovel.
Stain off a wedding... What? That was like 5 different metaphors.
Saying your effort to remove the initial mistake further ruins it.
Does the Pope shit in the woods?
Well, if we are a shit, then we've just been dropped in the woods. Does the Pope drop goth girls in the woods?
Yes.
He drops them with a fucking punch to the face.
I am completely going to sit here and let you make all the comments that will make the people angry at you. That's going to be a fun one for me.
I'm not passing an opinion on rape. I'm just referring to it.
I know that. I know what you're doing. It's just, people are imbeciles and like to flip out.
Well, if anyone's triggered, they're probably going to stop watching already. So we can say rape as much as we like. And
how are you on the internet is one of the things that always confuses me. I mean,
I don't interact with anyone. It's like riding public transport. Keep your head down, stay out of it.
And ignore the naked man. So yeah, I don't know, I appreciate
it's got that guy from Walking Dead now, hasn't it, Silent Hill?
Yeah.
That bloke.
Who used to be the guy from Boondock Saints.
Oh, yeah.
That's an interesting double to have, because I didn't see much of him in anything until, Walking Dead came out.
I think the trouble with Silent Hill is that it's kind of been given away now. Silent Hill 2, part of the big twist was that it's actually about you and inside your head. Then every game that tried to recapture that...
Yeah, it was just so fucking obvious.
Yeah, we know from point one it's just the stuff inside your head, so there's no more fun to be had.
He was in the military. Here's a bunch of military-themed hallucinations.
Now, see if you can notice some subtle differences in Grandma's house this time.
Well, I can see, and there's kind of a red motif going. A lot of red and pink, though.
Yeah, this changes from girl to girl as well. The post-sexual molestation grandma house.
It's a great sentence.
Yeah, I should probably have thought that one through.
Welcome to post-sexual molestation grandma's house.
Just make a horror game that isn't necessarily just about things jumping out. That doesn't have to be Silent Hill. Christ.
Audio. I think that's what Silent Hill 2 did, was just the weird hum that was going on always, the way it was silent.
It just creates a sense that there's huge weight hanging over everything.
Yeah.
And you're being crushed into
this is kind of creepy, but I think this game isn't scary because it's too divergent from reality to be engaged.
Yeah, you're not immersed enough to be engaged,
no.
are you? This is a bit Silent Hill-y, I'll grant you.
This is, yes.
It's a bit too repeating textures, though.
This looks a bit like someone pulling a Nintendo 64 game out.
Hey, someone
while they're playing it.
Someone left a brush in the middle of that bed. Psychedelia. Just imagine rave music playing at this point. Imagine that being shown on the projector at a rave.
Probably could, too.
I think that one item you found was that wall you sprayed paint on.
The can.
You didn't even walk a whole kilometre, you crap out. Yes! Success! You got wolfed, son. Or daughter.
This game clearly encourages characters to be sexually assaulted and rewards the player for discovering that.
Well, it's not just sexual assault, there's also the point that the character you just played may now be dead. Because she's no longer an option, as you notice.
Yeah,
let's go through them all. Let's go for kooky 20s flapper girl. And it's not necessarily the playground you have to go to for this one. You have to find something else.
Oh, I went left. I'm going to go right this time.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, yes. And the other thing is that Silent Hill is now being made as a creation between,
that was the other thing, yeah.
Of all people, Guillermo del Toro and Hideo Kojima, the least subtle writer in the universe.
I just... If Guillermo does the story and stuff, it could be quite good.
Well, what does that leave Hideo Kojima to do, then?
Who cares? You'd be, like, produced by whenever Suda51 does a game.
Well, neither of those people have much experience in making decent games, do they? Oh!
Yeah, take that, Hideo.
Might ask for an actual game professional to be working on it.
I'm gonna wrestle Hideo Kojima.
I don't know. I'm not terribly impressed by Guillermo del Toro as his body of work at large. I think my only exposure to his work is Pan's Labyrinth, which was very depressing.
I hated the little girl in Pan's Labyrinth.
And I did watch Hellboy 2, and I thought it was fucking awful.
The Hellboy movies, none of them were as good as I kept expecting them to be. Because a lot of things about the Hellboy movies are really good, like the makeup, the special effect, like the general sort of. It gives you this really fun vibe, and then it just kind of
Dream
the
casting
stories
as well.
Yeah, and then the stories are just kind of they don't have the. I don't know, they're just missing a sense of punch. It was a bit like Pacific Rim. He put the cool, badass end fight in the middle of the movie, and then the end fight was underwater and boring as shit.
See, when you run ahead too long, you can no longer see what's in front of you. It's a metaphor.
Ooh.
What's that? What's that?
I don't know, we're about to find out.
Fine, get it, get it, get it.
Go and get it! Here, get it!
Get it before it goes away. Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Shit!
How? How many?
There's 12 gross of those fucking things. Oh, it's you again, is it? Well, you owe a lot of help. What's that? A boot?
Boot. Oh, it's got him barefoot.
Oh, hey, we're just storming ahead with the collectibles today.
Ah.
And wheelchair. Silent Hill yet again.
I can keep my pebbles in this.
In a wheelchair? What if someone has to sit on it, you monster? Anyway, I said I wouldn't comment on Silent Hills, and now I have, so... Yah-boo sucks to me.
Alright, I guess the wheelchair's not for me. Okay, I found a wheelchair, and then a little further away a boot, so a story is oh, there's a thing.
Another thing? Is it another useless flower?
I think it's one of the 144 things lost in this fucking forest.
Yeah, let's just turn this into collectathon. Ooh,
Oh,
there's
there's
another
another
one! Oh, it's a fucking breadcrumb trail.
If they manage to do that, like, just make one occur, like, just in my line of vision every time I pick one up.
It's art.
Chase the things, Gaby. A couch.
Jesus Christ, this is the fucking...
Ginger's the business. Ginger's where it's at.
This is the fly-tipping center of the whole forest. Can you ever sit down?
Nope.
Guess not.
No.
Why are you wearing measuring tape around your waist?
Nah, you know, she's edgy like that.
Maybe she's anorexic. No, I'm
Oops.
still fat and disgusting.
Nothing tastes as good as skinny feels.
Did you have any further comment on Silent Hills?
I don't really care. Like, I like to. It's
Good.
been a
Good
thing that I've
attitude.
been massively. Again,
Don't care. Continue not caring.
well, for the little thing they did of, you know, hiding it reasonably well, all things considered by the internet standards, then, you know, kudos to him for that.
What's that there?
What's what where?
It's
Little
like
girl.
telegraph wires.
Oh, that's not
distance.
just. I thought that was just some shit on the screen.
Oh, well, there's plenty of shit
yeah,
on the screen,
yeah.
but there's some...
Oh,
That
oh.
was quick. I think we found our wolf. And crows. And a scarecrow.
Where the big bad crow.
Oh no, Batman's gonna show up.
Ugh.
What a face. Well, he certainly seems pleased with himself, doesn't
Come
he?
to me, little girl.
Oh, it's the birds.
I can probably fake some crop circles.
Why would you want to do
Oh.
that? You're being attacked by a monster who looks like Minnie Mouse. Are you
I have not had dreams even 1/3 this bisexual.
say
What's going on?
Are you related to someone else I've been seeing around here? Are you?
Oh,
Uh-oh. Sexual experimentation, I think. You gotta watch out for the women as well as the men. Women. Basically, just never move from a single spot. Just stay in a cupboard.
yeah. Stay in a cupboard or a nice box.
There you go. You've been chewed up and spat out. You know, this is happening much more expediently than it did when I was playing. I could be
I'm
wandering
like the
around.
master of locating sexual assault spots.
Yeah, you got like gaydar for that. The equivalent.
I'm just gonna go pee in this completely unlit corner of park.
We're showing,
Hey, who are you?
We're showing artwork. Zero respect.
Well, that's kind of... I mean, look. In terms of, like, criticism, sitting alone playing this by myself would be... I mean, it's... I think the fact that it's kicking on at a reasonable pace helps it. Because
Yeah,
remember,
I think we've just gotten lucky, frankly.
Yeah, the thing with video games is because you are a more active participant than you are with any other form of art, the tendency for it to drag on is a big issue. Like, it's a hard
yes.
thing to balance slow build with maintaining the interest of keeping going.
A lot of it's dependent on how expedient the player is.
That's the uncontrollable element.
They just don't notice something. They can be wandering around a section of the game for hours.
That's why I usually snap and just check an FAQ if I think that might be what's happening.
See, I was disappointed in myself for doing that.
Yeah, but I don't want to be, if I think I can't make a jump when really I can. So, this is just an example. So I'm running around looking for some kind of item or something that'll solve the problem. But really, I'm thinking in the complete wrong direction.
I think if you stop to look at a fact, that's gonna break your immersion, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I don't think this game is a good example of that. I think I'm going to be looking up an FAQ for this.
Well, no. How they need to. You just wander about and stuff happens.
Alright, so let's talk about... It's hard. I haven't been much in the way of topics this week, really. Well, nothing big in the entertainment world.
Well, there's been a few, and, of course, there's the...
I'm being sarcastic.
There's the Robin Williams story.
Yes.
But the specific aspect of it that I wanted to mention is a World of Warcraft-related story.
This was weird.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard of this.
Yeah. I mean, the way I've written this down on my topic list is Robin Williams forcibly commemorated in WoW.
Did he play WoW? Because I know he was a gamer.
He did. Yeah, he did.
Well, that's...
It was a big gamer.
Okay, that's fair.
Then it was a big gamer. He named his daughter Zelda.
No, I know that. I just didn't know if he was a WoW player. Because if someone, if I died and someone's like, Gabe's going to be a playable character in Street Fighter V, I'd be like, oh, awesome, from Beyond the Grave. But if they were like, we're going to put Gabe in WoW, I'd be like, well, fuck you, I don't want to play that stupid fucking game.
There was a petition, and this is the weird thing for me. There was a petition, people saying, we want Robin Williams to be commemorated in a specific inn in World of Warcraft forever.
I think if he played the game... I can kind of understand where they're coming from, I think. That's the weird, how the living react to the dead is always fascinating to me.
Interpret this, quick. The black stuff is hair. It's a reference to being entangled in the hair of a devious woman. There you go. Shouldn't lie down with strange girls.
I think the first experience of art should be as neutral as possible. I just try to go through and not think.
Okay. I like to think of art in terms of the creator. I like to look at a piece of art and then try to get background on what the creator was doing at the time and what sort of space his mind was in.
I'm a little bit like that as well. I'm very creative focused in terms of art, but there are a lot of forms of art, like street art, for instance, that defy that sort of process. And there are a lot of people who'd say that to focus on the creator is to miss the point of the work.
Oh, Grandma, you left the shower on again. And barbed wire on the floor has just sawn my feet off.
Turned into nothing but a series of hallucinations.
It literally did just saw our feet off. Anyway,
I know exactly how these girls feel.
There's something terribly ghoulish about this whole World of Warcraft thing, but it wasn't just World of Warcraft fans. It seems like his body wasn't even cold, and people were trying to claim him all over the place. I mean, Fox released a statement saying he will be a greatly missed member of the Fox family. I don't even know what he was in on Fox. And Disney did the same thing, greatly missed member of the Disney family.
Disney's... No, okay, my favorite one, which was, there was a tweet by the Academy that everyone was, really sort of happy on for a bit before it was okay, the Academy tweeted, "You're free now, Genie."
Oh.
Which is...
It's not like he's done other roles since then.
Well, that, and it's you don't want to frame suicide as a solution to a problem.
I was seeing, newspaper cartoons that was commemorating him by representing him as Mork from Mork and Mindy. And I don't know about you, but I'd want to be commemorated in something other than something I did 50 years ago, or however long ago it was.
Alright, so I'm running out of girls.
Yep.
Come on, Rose. That's my mum's name.
She looks prim and nice. And she she had a bunny.
Bunny.
She likes the bunnies. Maybe her wolf will be a giant killer bunny.
Ah, look at it. I love this Robin Williams thing. Not that the fact that he killed himself, but just the fact that I love seeing depression and suicide in the broad media because I love watching people handle it. It's fascinating to me.
I was linked to the Samaritans pamphlet, which was like a set of guidelines for depicting suicide in the media in such a way that it will not immediately cause additional suicides.
Because that's the weird thing about this suicide. You get clusters.
Because what you should... apparently there's subtleties to the language. You should never say that someone was a victim of suicide. You should always say that they committed suicide.
Why?
Because I guess they want to separate the action from the person. But if you separate the action from the intention, then it starts to feel like, they couldn't have helped it. There was no escape.
It's...
That's backwards along the path, you div.
Do I go backwards? What if I go backwards on the path that is wind up where?
You know what? I don't know.
I have a phone.
Oh, nice. Call Childline. Help! I'm stuck in a game. I think it's going to molest me.
I'm in the molesting game. Aww.
So yeah, you should never discuss the specific methods of suicide, and you never say, because in case people like
don't figure out. Okay, you know what? You want to hear something fucked up? The easiest thing in the goddamn world is to kill yourself. What?
What? You went home? You pussy!
You've disappointed me, Rose. Scarlett and I are going for a walk.
Yeah, she looks older. She looks mature. She looks up for it.
Okay, so the phone is just going home.
So you should never, of course, give detailed instructions on how the person did it.
Fucking please, detailed instructions.
You should never
find something high.
You should never imply that they were using the suicide to escape from something that they have now successfully escaped from.
Well,
and you should emphasize the devastation of the family and stuff, but
see, I think using the threat of negativity to prevent suicide is not a useful thing. Because the thing is, if someone wants to kill themselves, they'll be able to. That's the ultimate. The goal is to make them not want to do that. You can't stop the act, you have to prevent the desire. And that's hard.
There's a similar set of guidelines for what to do when you're reporting on a mass killing. Like, never in any way depict the killer as some kind of anti-hero. Or...
well, the world is a single media entity now. That's going to happen. That's what's making the proliferation of mass killing such a fascinating thing to watch.
Don't focus on the attention that it has attained, because that's all they want, really.
Which is all they do.
Yeah.
I mean, here's a sad thing though. Like, Columbine, for instance, which was back in the good old days when you'd get like one a year. Columbine. The Onion had a great article about a year after it, which was Columbine jocks safely resume bullying. And that highlighted something that I'd been arguing for a while, which is there were more than just those two kids bullied at that school.
Yeah.
After that would have been the most pleasant time in the goddamn world for those kids. Or any kid who was bullied. Breath of fresh air at school.
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
Well, it's the tragic fucking reality. Is like they'd have been free from bullying for a little while, which would have been...
You have no use for the well. You have no use for this well.
And that's the thing, I think, denying some of this outright is just foolish. Like, yes, these effects are going to happen. It's a solution to a problem. It's not the solution I'd pick. And it's a permanent solution to an impermanent issue.
Well, what tended to happen was that after Columbine and similar attacks, then kids who, shared superficial similarities with the Columbine killers were the ones being victimized by the teachers and stuff.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Saying expelled for, drawing pictures of guns and for being quiet and wearing trench coats.
Have I told this story on here?
I think you probably have, whatever it is.
The one where I ripped off the If.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, I have.
Yes, you did discuss that.
Yeah, that happened to me. That was...
It's okay, I'm not a killer, I'm just a fucking... someone who rips stuff off.
A plagiarist. Yeah, I'm a fucking plagiarist.
Whoa.
Ah, that looks safe.
Man, you're just wandering right into these things.
I'm so good at this.
Why did
I'm the best at art.
Maybe there's been a patch since...
Booyah!
There's been a patch since I've played it.
There hasn't been a patch, I'm just brilliant at art.
It took fucking ages when I played it.
So good at this. I love this, yeah. The first game that I'm actually good at on one of these records, and it's about, wandering around
and being, savage. That's a question. Are we only interpreting this as, sexual assault because we're playing as females?
That's what I was talking about before. It's just, there's a girl and a guy sitting in a park, and, just offered him a cigarette, and then we immediately go,
Whoa.
Okay, well, that's got to be sexual assault.
Well, she was left, sprawled on the floor.
Yeah, some girls like to fuck in parks. I've had to say no repeatedly to one girl for that. I don't like fucking in public, it's weird.
I think the John Constantine...
Oh, hey, Sephiroth.
I think he was overtly being depicted as a sort of sexually aggressive type.
Yeah, but there's sexually aggressive and there's rapey, and regardless of what nitwits are gonna fucking argue, those two things are very fucking different.
What are we looking at here?
I don't know. Sephiroth is teaching me piano.
Nice, thanks, Sephiroth.
Yeah.
And then he stabbed you through the back with a 7-foot sword and left you sprawled on the floor in front of Grandma's house.
You cad. The Robin Williams thing, ABC, showing you a live feed of his house.
Oh, curtains down, time for sex.
That's obviously what that means.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, that was grotesque. That was legitimately grotesque. Here's a stream of his house. Why?
I think that falls against another of the guidelines I read in that pamphlet.
Well, the 24-hour media system is disgusting.
I think they specifically said never focus on this is the place where it happened sort of journalism.
Yeah. Well, I mean, then we get his wife said he'd been diagnosed with Parkinson's. So.
Again, trying to escape from something.
Well, then we get to the Terry Pratchett issue. The dude is going to have, the dude's got Alzheimer's, and short of a cure for Alzheimer's.
Well, he's doing it, he's like going towards that in a very measured and open way, though, isn't he?
Well, yeah, but then, what's the line? Where's the line of validity, Because I think your life is yours. If you want to end it, that's, They just have a decent fucking reason, an incurable embuggerance, as he calls it, like Alzheimer's. Because that's he's a mentally very vibrant person, and I could really understand how that being taken away from him slowly and painfully.
Yeah, I probably want to do the same thing about Alzheimer's. Funny thing about Switzerland, they had a referendum recently in their government to decide whether they would continue to allow euthanasia, and specifically allowing foreigners to come in specifically to be offed by Dignitas. And both things were destroyed in the vote, like 80% against banning it, and saying we're fine with all this.
Again, I should say that suicide isn't a good treatment for depression.
Well, no.
That's probably the key that we should come away from this.
Well, I was reading about Dignitas the other day, and there are cases of couples being offed because one of them was terminally ill.
That's weird.
Yeah,
weird to me.
But they've been together for a really long time. Couldn't imagine life apart.
Like, I suppose if they were together like 40 or 50, 60 years, something like that. I mean, that was the documentary that Terry Pratchett did. You saw a dude die.
Yeah.
I mean, that was very interesting.
Controversial.
He was so insane. That was the most British human being I have ever seen in my entire life. Like, just, well, my brain's going. Time to fucking go. Like, it was
Stiff
just
up a lip.
Yeah, he was so blasé about it.
That's what we're like.
That was amazing. I was impressed. I'm just like, look at this dude. He's just like, yep, give me the drink, sip. I'm thirsty.
Yes, can we? We might hope. I might think that's what Dignitas wants. They want to maintain dignity, hence the name.
Honestly, yeah. If it was something like Alzheimer's ripping me to pieces, I'd probably wander into the ocean, something along those lines.
Go
like, I don't
with
want
dignity. Who wants to live to 100 anyway?
Oh, if I'm healthy, sure. If I'm able to still at least think. If I'm able to still think, fine. If that starts getting stripped from me, nice prank, Grandma. Ha ha ha.
You bitch. And every single one is filled with her piss.
Yeah, I was got the jars of pee again. I'm just gonna stop coming over if you keep doing this.
Hope you're not wearing your socks.
But
isn't it a shame about Robin Williams?
Yeah, well, I mean the depression thing. It's like, and just seeing like, I love like here's BuzzFeed's 24 points about depression with gifs. It's like
24 things that you never knew about suicide.
Yes, you fucking imbeciles, stumble through that.
24 mind-blowing facts about suicide.
Yeah,
you won't believe these facts about suicide we made up.
Yeah, one thing that's wandering around that fucks me off.
Something killed you, I think.
Oh, cool, theater.
Possibly.
Is the whole, like, the hostility toward anybody who dares say something like, cheer up. Now, here's the thing about suicide. It's like when a friend dies and someone says, oh, I'm sorry, and then if you're a jerk, you'll go, why? You didn't do anything. Cheer up doesn't mean cheer up exactly in that situation. What it means is, I don't know how to deal with this extreme problem, so I'm just going to say something reassuring that I understand as reassuring.
I want to give you a little...
bit of what I
want to give you a little glimpse of stable reality. Yeah, everything's fine over here. Come join us.
Yeah, and don't look for reasons to be hateful toward other people when you're depressed, because you are going to... Don't look for reasons to be negative.
I think that's a good argument for the whole of the internet. Don't look for reasons to be negative, don't look for reasons to be offended.
And just, especially like, if no one... It's a really hard thing. It is an insanely hard thing. So expecting other people to be able to really understand it, and I mean, there are people who'll say they will, but, probably won't, because it is insanely complex. It's like a parasitic thought process.
Yeah.
And don't hate on people for not understanding your goddamn thing, especially because depression is going to make you a giant fucking pain.
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, what the hell are you putting on these airs, going around here with all your depression, bringing everyone down?
No, because
we're trying to have a drink.
I say this with brutal clarity, because I look back at myself and I go, my friends didn't have to put up with that. That was a lot that I put onto them. I've had people look at me and say, make me not kill myself. That was like a month's work for me.
That's almost like abuse, that. Threatening to kill yourself is classified as mental abuse.
Well, here's the complex thing. Yeah, you gotta reach out. If it's that close, reach out, grab whoever's nearby, fucking do it. But you also have to understand the immense weight that puts on somebody. And sometimes other people aren't ready for that weight, aren't able to deal with it themselves.
Well, quite.
And that's, it's a hard thing all round. Don't look for reasons to hate.
I guess you have to find someone you feel is equally invested in your continued existence as you. A good friend, a close friend, a bosom buddy,
Or
who
just,
you can say anything to.
Fuck friends. Like, one of the best things? Dead on stranger. Call a helpline. Like, like...
Oh, okay, I'm gonna kill myself. I don't care.
No, but not like just like a guy on the bus. Like a helpline. Like they have these things.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill myself.
Hey, you found a facade.
Alright.
Sort yourself out.
Oh, okay, I thought that was like a box or something.
Nope. It's just a...
I'm trying to find the balloon. I think the balloon was... Oh.
Hey, shotgun shells. I think. Someone must have had some kind of shootout with drug dealers here.
Okay, it's this little space loon. That's...
Where are those shotgun shells? There they are.
Is it?
Or
right,
bullets.
it's all the way over there, okay.
What are they?
A bullet of some description. I got a bullet.
And there's having a glimpse of the stag there. It's art. What are you thinking about?
The nature of the mind and just sadness.
Well,
it's weird. It's weird. Like, it's a weird thing. Like, it's... But again, like, okay, it's a cognitive issue, and you need to cognitive your way out of it. And looking for ways to encourage negative emotions is not fucking gonna help.
Well,
look at the amount of things.
And when are you opening your psychiatrist's practice?
Well, psychiatry is one way to help, but prefer to nip things in the bud. That's why I'm going into teaching.
Ah, yeah, easy.
Well, not easy. I mean, I'm doing mentoring at the moment.
Oh yeah, how's that going?
Really good.
Actually,
I got
I
the most.
care.
I got the most validating fucking thing ever. Because the kids are allowed to say like they don't want, to deal with us.
This is starting to trundle into everything nothing land.
Fuck you. And one of the kids said no to one of the other tutors, but likes me. So.
Oh, I see.
Fuck you, other person.
You petty man.
Yep. It's all this is about. It's just about making me feel better.
Well, maybe they like you better, but are you teaching them as well?
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically what we're doing at the moment is less about direct education. It's more about just keeping them engaged.
I'm reminded of a sketch that was on Lee and Herring, where there was like, where they depicted two teachers. One of them just like standard boring teacher that none of their kids respected, and
let's go riding in a trolley!
And the other one was like the sort of self-conscious cool teacher who tried to speak on the same level and handed out cigarettes and baby sham and stuff. And but then it turns out that every single one of that teacher's students have failed miserably.
Yeah. Well, no, it's...
Because you gotta force them at some point.
Oh, yeah, engage. Well, my rules will be think. And also, don't be afraid to be wrong. Being wrong is good.
I have a feeling you're in for a wake-up call,
Okay, and you're going to base this on your tons of experience?
I just think you're full of theory and very little practice.
You always say that, except I've actually done this shit. Like the depression thing, I actually dealt with mine. You haven't. The fighting thing, I've actually been in fights. You haven't. The education thing, I'm actually studying it and putting myself in a high school. Where have you been? When was the last time you were in a high school?
When have you been in a high school?
Friday.
What were you doing there, then?
Mentoring and tutoring.
How many people were you mentoring?
4.
It's different with a class.
No, you're a fucking moron.
You are.
You haven't been anywhere near this circumstance in 14 years, and even then you were on the other end of it.
Yes, and I remember it then. It was shit.
You're one of the kids I'm going to help with my programs. Poor, sad little Croshaw.
I just think you're so...
Cranky Croshaw.
You're so fucking confident you understand how it's all going to go. You're picturing Dead Poet Society. Let's go back to Robin Williams.
Well, no, there's going to be failures, but the point is, you can't... You have to think positively. You have to go through that, because that's what they have to see.
You don't have to make... I don't have to do nothing.
Sure I do. I wonder if I can draw something here. Something happy.
Maybe they all draw something different.
Nope.
Nope.
That's specific... Oh,
go have a bath.
I'm going to get in the forest bath.
Have a bath, you're filthy.
Nope, that's... Who is that? I can't...
I think that was the last one we did.
Oh.
She needed a bath, apparently.
I've had a lot of fun. Like, I've got to... I got to sit in a wheelchair, I got to ride in a trolley and fall out of it. That's a classic kid thing.
Yeah, you're going through second childhood, it seems.
Because I found the balloon earlier, but I don't know where it is anymore. I've lost it.
That's the game. You're lost.
I'm trying to find my childhood.
And you will never find it again. It's art.
I wonder what my wolf's gonna be. I hope it's a puppy.
Are you talking about this character or you personally?
This character.
I'm trying to remember.
Alright, what else is there? Oh, Sierra getting me back with a new King's Quest.
Well, there's been a teased new site.
Alright, it's not letting me run anymore, so
I think it's when you get close to that lake. Suddenly you can't run.
No running near the lake.
Maybe you want to move away from the lake. But yeah, there was a new teaser site come out, which apparently heralds the return of Sierra Entertainment, a division of Activision, I think. So, take
Have
that.
they got, like, the original Sierra gang back together?
Well, I looked at the site and there's, like, the tiniest little teaser for a new King's Quest.
The last King's Quest I played, I'm not sure which one it was, but I think it was the horrible 3D one. That you...
Oh, King's Quest 8?
Yeah.
Mask of Eternity.
Yeah. So bad.
I think, of all things that Sierra did, King's Quest? I mean, maybe it just had the higher profile, but it was one of the shittier series.
Yeah, it had the least character to me. I mean, like...
it was just sort of fantasy world stuff. I mean, everyone...
Letter Suit Larry is always what stands out to me.
Or like Quest for Glory. That one got interesting.
So many little flowers. This is where all the flowers are.
The screen is indicating you towards something.
Is it?
Yeah, like there's a little box thing around the edge. It's indicating where to go to get to it.
Yeah. Oh, that's the park.
Yeah, I think it's the playground.
I don't want to go to the playground. John Constantine will rape me.
Oh, well, he won't appear for you. He only appeared for that specific character.
Are you sure? The park seems like his kind of hangout.
Ah, yes. Yeah, well, if it was your area, then it'd go to cutscene, wouldn't it?
I see a soul slide and hide round the merry.
And swing along.
It's more colourful than one.
What a very whimsical child this is.
Oh, it's you, brain cramp.
Oh, piss off. You're probably not even real. Yeah, I'm gonna kick you in the ass.
Look, lady, I know my hallucinations when I see them, alright?
Well, I hope you're having fun.
I wouldn't call it fun exactly, but it's interesting. I'll give it that, it is interesting.
So, yeah, Sierra's coming back. Although, now I come to have to talk about it, and it just seems like a marketing exercise.
Let me out.
Marketing exercise from whatever behemoth currently owns these properties.
That's the thing,
no,
is,
really, really
what about it is fucking Sierra?
This company's back. Well, we don't know. All we got is a teaser.
Yeah.
We got a little animated logo, and an ad referencing King's Quest. I think there's also an ad for a Geometry Wars game. I guess they're publishing it.
So that's the thing about these names and the meaning they had were created by the people who made them. Like, without those people, what the fuck is Sierra, you know?
Well, yeah.
So that is perplexes. Oh, there's his bag. Ah, I found his corpse.
Hey! Let's see what he was trying to hide. That's probably just a load of bags of crisps.
Well, it's child size, so that's not okay.
Well, I don't think there's anything for you here.
Alright, yeah, probably exploring corpses is probably not my... Okay, what's that other thing scooting around the edge? See it? See it on the left-hand side? How...
oh yeah, what is that?
I don't know, but I'm
Go
gonna find
see.
it.
We're exploring. Exploration and discovery. The standard
like a grave
mechanics.
or something? Like, I see like a lump with like a cross on top or some shit. I don't know. And it's barely perceivable at the top there. I think I'm still going the right way.
Is it still there? I'll just like run randomly to places. You gotta stumble upon something eventually, right? Run towards the light. It's like Poltergeist. It's probably emblematic of death or something.
Everything in this is emblematic. Oh!
Something happened.
It was a gravesite! Ah!
Hey, you found your place.
Brain wizard, I'm the best at this.
For some reason, the youngest child gets the graveyard.
Life, death,
It's
endless
art.
cycle.
It's art. It's emergent storytelling. You
now
decide.
it becomes a zombie shooter for 15 minutes.
You decide what it means. Now I guess you have to bury yourself.
Okay.
I guess they're going for like a juxtaposition of extremes. The youngest child and death.
Ah, good old juxtaposition.
It's nice. It's nice. I always think that's a really inefficiently spelled word.
Yeah, but in a weird way, its oddness sort of helps with the meaning of it, you know what I mean?
I feel like it should be pronounced differently. It's like Latin words.
Oi. Oi. Oi.
He's had enough of you.
Run, little girl.
The little girl doesn't want to run. Hey, it was a puppy.
Welcome to the Forest's Fur Con. My name's Lancelot.
I'll just show you to your table. This way. You're exhibiting.
Okay,
you're exhibiting crochet bobble hats you've made, correct?
Duh.
Flowers. You took a flower for grave.
Or a bird?
Are you a monster?
Ah! Did I just jump on him?
He pounced on it.
That's interesting.
And here the magnificent predator pounces upon the wolf, tears its.
It's like that video of the jaguar eating the fucking crocodile. And it's like, I did not expect that to happen.
You just passed through a tree.
Art doesn't care about clipping, Yancy. Oh, can I steer him? What's going on?
Yes, you can steer him. It's Grand Theft Auto now.
Yeah.
It's Grand Theft Wolf. Hey, he's a fat wolf. Hey, that's not a good bell sound.
Love me, she says. Love me.
I will call you Mittens.
Please get off my back, woman, he says.
Yes. Maybe you can just hang you up on this tree like you're a coat.
I hope she's wearing, like, his skin in the next scene.
Nope, just wearing that thin film of despair and pain.
She clothed at all.
Yeah.
I don't know, just from here it's hard to kind of see. It looks. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, she's got her hood down. Because she's been changed by her experience.
Was I the rapist then? Is that what the metaphor for?
What?
Maybe a reclamation of female sexual agency as it's been suppressed by things like the word slut?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Thanks for cock-blocking me, prior generations of men, because the last thing I want wandering around is a bunch of horny, sexually empowered women. Jerks. If you could destroy the world with a thought, would you, and why? Asks Avarith.
Well, we'll go into questions then.
Yeah.
See, that's an interesting philosophical question, I thought. Because if we destroyed the world, presumably we would also cease to exist.
You'd want to hope so, because otherwise you're just going to suddenly exist in a vacuum, or whatever the fuck happens when you vanish a planet.
Well, I suppose my question is, what sort of thought do you need to make? Do you just need to think about doing it? Because it's just going to instantly happen, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the fun of thought.
Hey, did you know you have the power to destroy the world with a thought? Do I? Pop.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man all over again.
Well, maybe because the quantum suicide theory is a thing, you would instantly transition to an alternative world.
Yeah.
Perhaps we all have the power to destroy the world
This
with
is
a
all
thought.
that keeps happening.
It's happening all the time, every moment, but we're always just transitioning to different worlds where it didn't happen.
No.
That's interesting, that.
I wouldn't.
You know, I've often thought, if I had been given the choice before I'd been born, like, considering life, pros and cons and all that, do you want to be born? Like, balancing it all out?
Would you?
Or would you rather not be bothered with the hassle? I was thinking, it's kind of a tough decision for me. I mean, yeah, I'm here now. I'll make the most of it.
You're sounding faintly Carl Pilkington-y with that.
I guess.
Would you have never existed? Well, I'm here now. I mean, I have a library card.
Just, considering that into every life comes pain, and it may outweigh the happiness in your life. Maybe on balance, better just to not bother. If I'd been aware of everything, like beforehand. But perhaps I'm just not thinking about it enough.
I'd go it again twice. It's interesting.
If you like.
Oh, I'm going downstairs.
Hey, you've forgotten where Grandma is. Grandma!
Alright.
Grandma, you in the bathroom?
Let's get to this question. And bear in mind, I'm sitting down, Yahtzee just has these printed out, like, not printed out, but like in a little
Well, we were running
notepad
low,
thing.
so I sort of lowered my standards a bit.
Yeah. Oh boy, did he. To what point can you take interspecies romance without making it outright bestiality? By Obey My Krull.
Now, I wrote that one down because I thought to myself, do I detect a sort of hidden agenda underlying that question, Mr. Obey My Krull?
Well, I find not deviant, what's the term for it? Paraphilias. Fascinating. And I've read bestiality forums. I've read people talking about why they find it fascinating. And it's
I suppose
interesting.
Well, a lion can mate with a tiger, yes.
Yeah.
So if there was like a demi-human, like even Neanderthals had survived to the present day, would there be a problem with?
We did fuck them though.
Well, that's a theory.
No. I've read a thing about how it was.
I'm not sure there's evidence we like interbred with them.
I don't know, man. If the internet's taught me anything, it's that if you leave something out long enough, person will fuck it. Like, that's...
Well,
I don't
maybe-
believe that there was anything running around vaguely humanoid back then that we weren't like, I reckon I
Well,
can
maybe
pork
these
that.
days, because people get bored quicker these days. Back then, you had to worry about survival as well.
I don't know. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care. Like, bestiality is one of those things where I think it just has, like, everyone... It's that thing of, you made it legal, everyone will do it. There'll be cats marrying people, and, like, that's insane.
Well, there's
'Cause-
always the issue that an animal can't consent, but then they can't consent in the wild in any way we can detect.
Yeah,
either.
well, there's that. Also, I've seen dogs hump legs. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, Rover would be pretty keen to get to the prize.
Yeah,
you know?
my dog tried to hump me before we spayed him.
There
when
you
I was a
go.
kid.
Yahtzee got dog raped.
I didn't get dog raped.
You were dog raped. That's what that was. You were raped.
Oh, I see. You're doing that thing where you tell me I raped, even though I was raped, even though I personally didn't think I was.
Yeah.
And then pad the rape statistics with that.
By those statistics, I've been raped. I always find that funny.
Yeah.
Like, I have had someone ply me with booze, take me home, and fuck me, and I don't remember anything of that. I had to figure it out by the fact that my balls smelled like girl junk.
Well, by that standard, I've raped myself.
No, I was drunk and I I had sex. I was blind fucking. That was one of the times I got told I wasn't allowed to be that drunk at the bar anymore.
Well, yes.
It's just like, no.
I don't know, maybe this would
drunk.
be a better world if we just accepted some people want to have sex with animals.
Well, again, what it comes down to for me is how much does it impact on my fucking day? And
Well, is it your dog?
well, I don't own a dog, but again, like, because I've read things by these people, and there's a guy who just got busted for cocaine dealing, who is a very loud advocate of interspecies romance. And he says that, like, what people will characterize bestiality as someone stuffing a mouse up a butt, and he goes, that's not it. That's gross and that's cruel. But
Don't
like,
tar us all with the same brush.
yeah, but like, there are people who fuck their dogs, and their dogs are into it. So, and I mean, people go, how do you tell? And it's like, you download
Well,
a
if
video.
the dog wasn't into it, they'd fucking get out of there, wouldn't they?
Yeah, like, also, it's easy. Just, Google anything and then put tube after it, and you'll fucking find a streaming video of it. I guarantee it.
Dog tube.
Yeah, dog tube, zoo, anything like that. And look, dog will go fucking at it, hammer and tong.
Smarties tube. Oh, wait.
Smarties tube. So again, and the idea that it's going to somehow become some moral collapse of society, I just don't
Barocca
buy.
tube.
So I mean, just who cares? Like, it doesn't really affect me. I don't think it's gonna become enough of an issue that I have to think about it.
Well,
like, there are people
apparently
who
we
like
have
to
to
shit on each other. I don't care.
Well, apparently we have to think about it now.
I mean, what about the people who shit on each other? That's fucking gross, but I don't give a shit. Like, it's not up to me.
Maybe it's less cruelty to animals and more transgression from normal human mental ability.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
I mean, does the fact that you want to fuck dogs imply that you are of a dangerous mindset?
Well, I mean, it depends. Like, is it just sexual, or are you having like a, is it like?
Do you have a relationship going with the dog?
Yeah, because
you take them out to dinner and a movie first.
Yeah,
I
'cause
mean,
honestly,
show them some respect.
if it
These
gets to
ladies,
that
you've got a
level-
romance.
If it gets to that level, I think you're probably a little bit weird.
Well, yeah.
Just fucking. Oh, what?
Hey, oh, hey!
That was cool. It's like
That wasn't a bug; it was art.
That's the best bit. Just.
It symbolizes people walking all over you without even moving their legs somehow.
I wish I was a flower too.
This isn't your area. This was lesbian girl's area.
I knew it. Just seeing if she can interact with Steve Dave the Pumpkinhead. Nope.
Hey, it's Cillian Murphy.
I wonder what her thing is. I'm curious. See, this is the thing. Because I've run into enough stuff, I'm like...
Well, you're wearing what seems to be some kind of leotard.
I'm part of Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you're wearing like Renaissance-era stockings.
Cod pieces. When are they going to come back?
And you run in a way I'm finding hard to describe just now.
Yeah.
Like sisters are doing it for ourselves.
Alright, question for the next time. How do you think games, notably first-person shooters, one word, can have a good female protagonist without resulting in over-sexualization? No One Lives Forever is a good example, but is there any other ways? Zealous Marine in space.
Relevant. Well...
Write them as neutral gender first.
Well, that's the simple answer, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, take...
the fact is, the mere act of making a character female lends it baggage in this day and age.
Well, I think I think it is possible to do that without, like, take Alien for instance.
Yeah, like that was written like as a man in the script originally.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, girls can just do stuff without doing them as girls, and that's I think there is debate. Like, if the people go, "Oh, it's not really a female character," then it was like, "Well, fuck you and your definition of what female is."
I think that's
Ripley was a woman, and she fucking dealt with that shit in the way that was necessary. She hardened the fuck up and dealt with it.
I think that's what gets me about the Tomb Raider remake. In fact, it was steeped in this sense that it had to be terribly worthy. And just simply for the fact that it's all the more brutal just because it's a girl undergoing all of this. That was the impression.
She killed the guy first was pretty cool. I don't know.
That was the impression I was getting.
I think that was more of non-diegetic. I think that was around the game. I don't think that was too much.
I would argue that Lara Croft in the Tomb Raider remake was perhaps even more sexualized than she was in the original Tomb Raider, just because her sex became a thing.
I think sex can be a thing. I think that's fine, and it's okay to do that. I think if you want to... I mean, again, it's easy to write something without resulting in overt sexualization. Just don't make it a thing.
I mean...
Like the female...
I mean, the enemies in like New Tomb Raider were trying to rape her because she was a woman. They didn't do that in the original Tomb Raiders.
Well, yeah, I mean, to be perfectly honest, they're alone on an island, so I could kind of see
in the original Tomb Raiders, they were like, oh, there's an attractive woman. Oh, but she's got guns and she's trying to kill us. Probably not the best time to try to get our ugly little ends away.
I don't think they were always trying to rape her. I think by the time it was she's trying to stop us, kill her.
No, they were just...
I think at first they were like, hey, rape, but then she was like, oh shit, she's killing us and fucking our plans. Alright, the rape's off the...
Rape's off the menu, boys.
Off the menu. This is... We have an actual issue here. This
Rape's
just...
back on the menu, boys.
Alright. But yeah, like, okay, take, Space Marine. The woman who was part of the, Imperial Guard.
Oh, that fucking pissed me off.
Why?
Are we talking about the same game here?
The third-person one that had, execution kills?
The moment you, meet the female character, the moment that cutscene happened, I was gonna oh god, our characters are going to be slightly surprised that she's a woman, aren't we?
Were they? I can't remember.
Yeah, they were.
I honestly don't.
You're the commander?
I'm gonna YouTube that, because I don't remember that.
I remember that very clearly, because I predicted they were gonna do that, and they did. They went, you're the commander?
I think that was just... See, to me, any surprise that a Space Marine has at an Imperial Guard doing anything right is because they're Imperial Guard.
I wouldn't know.
Okay, that's some 40k for you. That's... Space Marines... consider Imperial Guard basically meat, because they really fucking are. They're cheap points, you load a table with, a fucking myriad of them, and then you shoot and lose a bunch.
Well, that's,
I don't think it's gendered, that's just the nature of their nature of their decree. They're not, insanely highly trained, bio-changed, crazy super soldiers for the Corpse King.
That's why I've never liked Warhammer, it's just trying way too hard, if you ask me.
It has a long and fruitful history.
Well, whatever.
So I don't know. My advice would be write neutral first, and don't think about it. Just think about girls you know. Think about guys you know.
Well, there's certain stories where gender is a thing, romances.
Yeah.
If you want to have a romance in your story, which is a good thing to have.
But here's the thing: you don't need to don't jam a romance into a plot just because there's a guy and a girl in there.
No, I mean that's why I like Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, because the romance is central to the development of the characters.
And I think Guardians of the Galaxy did it reasonably well. Yes, Peter Quill wanted to fuck Zoe Saldana because she's hot, yes. But it wasn't. At the end, they were friends. That was all it was. That's yes, he wanted to have sex with her, because that just happens. You want to have sex with each other sometimes.
Hey, you just spoil that, you dick.
Yeah, that was the core of the movie. You really don't want to miss out on that.
Damn. Guess I'll have to watch Lucy instead.
I've seen Guardians twice. It was great.
Okay. Well, anyway, we've We're about done our time allotment. So I think that's a good point to end on. We started with women and we've ended on women.
All begins as woman.
What a very woman-y video this has been. As it should have been, because that was the word.
I won word association.
I don't think you did. I think condemned was perfect for truth.
Really? You're swinging at bums. That's the truth. It's just like hitting bums in the face.
Yeah, it was like unflinchingly true to life.
I've done nothing but like talk about like women and look, there's a woman.
Oh, look at you. Anyway, time to choose next week's word that I have to find a game for. The book I've chosen for this one is The Maltese Falcon by Dashiell Hammett.
Just get xylophone or something. I want to see you get something fucking horrible.
Say when.
When?
Say when.
When?
Audibly. Interesting one. Yeah. Audibly, I'll have to think on that.
I can already think of a few.
Time to break out Guitar Hero.
Yeah, well that's the obvious one, but I don't think we can really do a video on that.
Or SingStar. Finally, my time to shine!
Do that. I will... Oh.
No.
Is this her thing?
No, just different camera angle. Well, that'll do.
She's tops funny.
Why don't you, like, take a position next to this facade, representative of women everywhere, and we'll say goodbye to the listeners. Wave goodbye, whatever your name was.
Bye-bye, Sophia? Was it? Something along those lines.
Would have been a word meaning red.
Carmen. This one's Carmen. Alright, yes. Power stance. Rock and roll. That's the best way to go out on.
Sisters, do it for yourselves.
Yeah.
But, don't be dicks about it.
Yay women, not boo men.
That'll do.
Probably a good one. And I was looking for ones that were a little more specifically like single female creator, designer,
single
artist,
female
like
creator having lots of sex.
Creative girls are good like that. And so I played Little Girl in Underland, which was made kind of for a competition. It was more of an interactive comic, but that was kind of fun. Then I played Blackwell Asylum, which was actually quite cool, and if it was like a full game, would have been really good.
It's part of a series, isn't it? Blackwell?
Is it? Possibly.
The Blackwell series?
I don't know, I just found Blackwell Asylum. Oh, okay, I'm a little red right up. Okay, no, I'm not doing anything yet.
Yes, the point is a sort of arty take on Red Riding Hood. Go to grandmother's house, stay on the
I was not expecting to steal, like, Chris Redfield from Resident Evil 4.
Controls are kind of dodgy.
Okay, is there a change? Walk? Nope.
There you go. Walk forward.
Oh, so mouse click would be walk forward too?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so they're going for weird. Alright, that's interesting. But yeah, Blackwell Asylum, let go to interact.
Yeah, just if you're next to something interactable, you will know. And you just let go of all controls to interact with it. It's weird that way. It's art!
You're abandoning your control over the character to let her control her world.
Pretty sure you can. Pretty sure you can sprint, though.
Oh.
Yep, there you go.
Well, they didn't bring that up, jerks.
So here's the game. The game is, you're in a forest, you're on a path that says, don't stray off the path and go to Grandma's house. What's your first instinct?
Wander around.
Well, quite. So when I first played the game, I just went, yes, Mum, and just walked straight down the path and went to Grandma's house.
Yeah, it's a crochet in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. Well, see, that's... I mean, look, if I look around...
Get in the action, feel the attraction, colour my hair, do what I dare. I wanna be free, yeah, to feel the way I feel. Man, I feel like a corned beef sandwich. Hello, welcome to Let's Drown Out. I'm Arty, this is Gabriel, and he's about to try to embarrass me.
Well, I know, I'm not gonna try to embarrass him. I just suggested that the song he sang at the start was Thank Heaven for Little Girls.
No, because, of course, we remember the key word that drove today's choice was...
Woman.
Woman. And why don't you talk us through what you've picked for us that embodies this word?
Well, okay, I wound up on the path. And it's interesting, because you're telling me the game has quite a history and is well known. I never heard of it until yesterday.
It is a bit old now.
Well, yeah, okay. It wasn't my first choice. So the path that I took to the path was... Start out, I'm gonna Google women-made indie games. I'm like, I'm gonna take this fucking seriously. I'm gonna find a game.
Why don't you pick as a lady and we can discuss this as events unfold? Because things are gonna get pretty dull fast.
Okay, well, that Robin looks like a peach, so we'll...
you chose the youngest one there. I'm sure this will not backfire on us.
I'm hoping she has, like, the least... Because this looks like a game that's gonna get bizarre.
It's an art game. Someone's built their paint pots because there's art all over the place.
Yeah, so basically I'm like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do something fucking positive, like, because positivity, I think, teaches better than negativity, so I was gonna go, yay, women, and I was gonna find a game made by girls, it was about girls and stuff like that. So I googled, like, some female indie games, I played a few, they weren't really, the problem was they were all kind of short.
Okay, now you're in Grandma's house. Nice, ceiling fan she's got.
This looks fucking depressing.
As I recall, you just press any button and you just proceed in a linear path you have no control over. Off you go.
That's what I'm
doing. Are you feeling the art yet? Are you inspired?
I cannot see any. Oh, there we. I'm going upstairs. Oh, okay.
Yes. I don't remember Grandma's house looking like it was this big on the outside.
Welcome to David Lynch's Grandma house.
It's Grandma TARDIS.
Grandma's the doctor, according to this game and at least 1/8 of Tumblr.
Everyone's the fucking doctor to those people.
That was weird to me, because when I was a little kid, you didn't get to pretend to be the doctor. You got to pretend to be one of his companions. It's like if you're really into Star Trek and you're pretending to be the fucking Enterprise.
I guess the doctor is far too unknowable.
Yeah, that's the fucking point. Oi, you're not meant to be inside.
Hey! Creepy wolf.
Alright, what's gonna happen now?
Your little onion-headed girl is going to greet Grandma.
Maybe it's like, in Game of Thrones, and it's the direwolf that looks after her.
Oh, yes. That's Brandon Stark in the bed.
Hey, Granny.
Why is this little girl presenting? Gosh, that was a horrible thought.
Well, you try to have a nice, positive conversation about women in gaming. And how they can create, like, interesting action and interesting... One of the games that I really wanted to do was, like, another... And it was billed as, like, this is a game by girls and stuff, and it was about a guy escaping a crazy girl that was in love with him. So I thought that was kind of funny.
You failed! You failed by following the instructions. Now it's getting sarky at you. Didn't you understand? You were supposed to treat it like art. You were supposed to be all arty and not stay on the path. That was the point. Didn't you even get that?
Ruby, I don't even know you, and I'm already incredibly sexually attracted to you.
You're so bad at art games.
Yeah, it's my, relentless pragmatism. I look at, like, bizarre art pieces and just go, alright, what does it do?
I think you can skip the intro. With
it
one
thinks otherwise.
I was testing it earlier and it let me skip it.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
There we go. I want to say no.
Did you press? There you go.
Fucking Jesus!
It's art. Shut up. Why are you wearing a leg brace?
She had the polio.
You must have been beaten by a man.
Yeah, a dude called Polio.
Yeah, if you think me making that presenting joke was fucked up, you wait till the rest of the game unfolds.
I'm guessing it deals with adult themes.
Well, the reason why this game was controversial is that some people interpret it as depicting rape, but it is open to interpretation. Some people just see rape everywhere, don't they?
Well, here's the thing about interpretation, is the first thing you learn when you're doing any kind of lit crit is there is no right answer. You interpret and you make your argument, and that's what really annoys me about, like, nitwits who try to craft their interpretation as the singular against which everyone else is trying to argue around. That's not the case.
See, I was reading up on
that doesn't look like traditionally explorable area to me, so I would, like, my instinct as a game player is more, okay, just go forward and I'll hit a cutscene and then something will happen. But I mean, then, we're playing an arty game, so... Yeah.
It's a metaphor for life, I should imagine.
Possibly. But yeah, so then I was going to do that, and the Blackwell Asylum is actually a really interesting story that has, like, a lot of great women's history in it, including a investigative reporter going undercover as a lunatic in a female's asylum.
That's cool. It's almost a reference to Nellie Bly, isn't it?
Yeah. And,
Pulitzer-winning journalist.
And that takes, like, some fucking courage, because...
No, she wasn't Pulitzer-winning, she worked for Joseph Pulitzer. I got that wrong.
She would have won one. She should have won one. I don't know, It's hard to say. But, so yeah, then I was gonna pick that, and then that fell through. And then I was like, alright, I tried, fuck this shit, I'm gonna do Desperate Housewives. Because I'm also obsessed with incredibly shitty adventure games, and God, the effort I went to try and play that, and that fell through, so I was like, alright, what was something else, I'll poke around Steam instead, and I just came across this, and I was like, that looks like it could be bizarre, and...
Did you happen to find it by searching the internet for women in indie games?
No, I just... it was mentioned on one of the lists of women in indie games things, and it had an interesting visual style. So I was like, all right.
You found Grandma's house. Yay! And now you're skipping. You're so excited to see it. You forgot your basket of goodies, you dumb bitch.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
Where was it? I didn't even see it.
No, you don't actually have one. I'm being facetious.
I thought there was like a basket sitting next to me when I started, and I was too busy dicking around.